Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. I am so excited to be coming on with today's video because, as you know, if you listened to my last video, I am beginning to start up daily videos on this channel. So for the rest of the month of December and through 2026, I am going to be coming on here every single day to channel a message for our collective. So I'm not really sure what's going to be coming through in today's video. I am just going to shuffle the cards and see what wants to come up here. If you do feel a resonance here with the messages, I would love to hear in the comments if anything connected with you. And of course, I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to join me on this journey of doing these daily videos and readings. And it's my intention that this community can be a place where you can come to feel inspired and uplifted and seen along your own personal path. So let's go ahead and shuffle just to see what wants to come up here. We just experienced a very powerful full moon, so I'm especially curious to know what you've been feeling or experiencing around this full moon. Let's actually, I'm getting some guidance to look into what has shifted for you around this full moon. So I'm going to be pulling some cards and channeling guidance around what may have shifted for you just in the last probably 48 hours as of when you are listening to this video. What I'm getting right away is that some of the shifts you've experienced have already happened energetically just in the last 48 hours, but they may not be showing themselves physically yet. And this is really reminding me of a collective reading that I did yesterday where I said that you're not imagining it. Reality is rearranging itself around you or something to that effect. And it's reminding me of that reading because I feel as though you've sensed that something has massively shifted for you, even if you're not able to fully name exactly what that is. And so in this video, we are going to get more specific about what has shifted for you since the full moon. Now, I am going to be sipping on my almond milk latte here in the background. I would love to know what you are eating or drinking during this reading. Hopefully you have some kind of comforting snack or beverage. So give me 1 second here. Okay, so what has shifted for you just in the last 48 hours? Adjacent possibilities reversed. I feel that some major doorways, and I'm hearing outlets to your past, have closed. So the sense that I'm getting here is that for a while, even though you were focusing and moving in a new direction, you may have been feeling your past kind of tugging on you. There may have been certain past people or energies or situations that would still kind of reach out to you, and you would pick up on it psychically or energetically. I'm also getting that for some of you, while you had made a decision to move into a new direction, you may have felt the past kind of calling back to you in some way for a while, or almost energetically trying to pull you back into it at times. But what I'm getting is that has massively shifted for you just in the last 48 hours because in the quantum realm, I'm getting that those energetic pathways and outlets to your past that may have kept you feeling a little bit drained or a little bit distracted are actually being fully closed out at this time, or like fully shut off. And I'm seeing a door literally locking. I feel as though you are being fully locked in to your highest timeline, but how that's happening is you're being locked out of your past or of past timelines that are no longer able to access you or affect you in the same way. So let's see if we can pull some clarification cards on this past timeline. By the way, this is really making me think of a powerful subliminal I created recently called Past, Present, Future Self Merge. This is one that has been in the works for so long, and it's super powerful because it's designed to work with your subconscious mind to help you to work with all versions of yourself in the past, present, and the future in order to powerfully manifest your highest timeline. So this subliminal contains about 100 affirmations. You can look through them, and you may even find some of those affirmations really powerful to speak to yourself or to use throughout the day to shift your mindset. But the purpose of this subliminal is to help you to heal your past. So any inner child wounds you may be holding on to, any trauma that may have occurred in the past, and to help you integrate any shadow that occurred in the past into your present version of self, while at the same time tapping you into the frequency of your absolute highest version of your future self imaginable, and bringing all of that energy right here and now into your present so that you can powerfully manifest forward in your life. Manifest whatever you consider to be the life of your dreams. So this will really help you to shift into your dream life. I absolutely recommend giving it a try. You can try it completely free for 7 days by creating a free trial account in the Sound and Soulful app. You can find the app by searching for it in app stores, but I'll also leave a direct download link to it underneath this video for easy reference. But I'm going to go ahead and get back into pulling some clarification cards. So what can I channel about these doors that you've closed? Ooh, I got the King of Wands reversed. So I feel that for some of you, you still had people trying to hold you to a past version of yourself, trying to subtly, energetically control you in some way. And I'm getting that at this point, your system is now completely resistant to those forms of control. And the thing about the forms of control that are coming up here is that they seem to be very subtle. So this would have been people who weren't outright controlling you in overt conscious ways, but it would be more subconscious. So you would feel this sense of heaviness around them, or get this sense, I'm hearing sometimes after you were around them, it would trigger past patterns within yourself that you thought that you'd healed or outgrown, because that person was trying to connect with you on a lower timeline, or to connect with some kind of lower vibration version of you that you'd already ascended out of, which again is why this past, present, future subliminal is going to be so helpful for you, because it's going to help you fully shift out of that past version of yourself and bring all of that power back into the present. But what I'm getting is that this door is closing for you in a massive way. And I'm hearing you've known for a while that you can't go back. It's almost like for a while you've been sort of imagining and envisioning and manifesting yourself into this version of you that you've always wanted to be, this ideal version of you. But now you're reaching this tipping point where those past doors are finally closing completely. For some of you, you may have had specific things. For some reason, I'm getting an elephant in my mind's eye, and that always makes me think of the story with a baby elephant that is trained from a young age not to escape by being tied to a pole, and it's too weak in those early stages to actually pull down the pole and escape. So then when it's an adult, even though it has the strength to escape, it won't even try, because it is subconsciously programmed to stay attached to that pole, to not even try. And I feel that this elephant imagery is coming up because you are the one who has had the courage to try over and over again, to pick yourself up over and over again. And the thing is, things that you may have tried to free yourself from old patterns or mindsets, or to achieve something in your life, may have not worked in the past because you had not grown into the version of you that was strong enough to put forth that action and see results from it. But I'm getting that you've gone through the unraveling. We've talked so much about the unraveling that's happened for you in 2025, the year of the snake. And you've now become this strong, resilient version of you that is able to take those actions and to see real shifts and real results. And you are consciously realizing that power in a new way. I'm literally picking up on someone who just sort of wakes up one day and feels like everything is different. I'm hearing it's almost like you just wake up in your dream life and you don't even know exactly how you got there. Although, of course, you got there through a lot of persistent, continuous mindset work, and you completely cultivated this version of you. So you deserve all of the credit for that. But it almost is like waking up in your absolute dream ideal reality and being like, whoa, how did I even get here? Like I didn't even realize I'm already living my dream life. And I feel that for so many of you, that is what is either currently happening for you, or if you're seeing this video, it's a sign that that is going to be what is happening for you. So I want you to write in the comments if you'd really like to lock in this energy. I wake up in my dream life. And I feel even affirming this to yourself when you're falling asleep mentally, like I wake up in my dream life, will program your subconscious mind overnight, especially if you listen to subliminals overnight, because that will really help to reinforce that cognitive subconscious reprogramming. But if you affirm to yourself before you sleep, I wake up in my dream life in the morning, you are going to create a sort of feedback loop in your subconscious night after night that is going to help you shift your reality very quickly. So that's something I just received for someone specifically. But what I'm getting with the Lovers and the King of Pentacles is that because these doors are being closed for you, it's actually opening you up for something really powerful in love. Something I'm hearing that you never were able to access in the past because consciously or subconsciously, some of your energy was being siphoned to the past. So now that those past doors are closed, you are open and available for a true sacred partnership to experience something in love like you've never experienced before. And I actually am getting that statement very strongly. I feel like you will consciously be thinking to yourself, wow, I've never been this in love, or I've never felt this happy, or I never knew that I could feel this way with another person. Those are the kinds of thoughts that I feel coming into your mind around this sacred partnership. And of course, I just saw 1111 on the recording timer as I was saying that. And I also feel with King of Pentacles that there's something very stable and long-term about whatever this connection is. But I see another message with this card. By the way, there could be Sagittarius energy or something about the month of September for some of you. But I'm getting something about your finances in your career, in your life in general, and the sense that from here on out, things are going to be much more stable and grounded for you in terms of your wealth or your success or the way that those things grow forward for you. There's going to be some kind of consistent growth and stability when it comes to your finances or career that you may not have experienced in the past. And I feel that the reason this is happening with the Six of Swords is because things may have felt stagnated for a while simply because you had to become the version of you that was ready for this. And you are that version of yourself now, but it required a huge deal of healing. I'm hearing the ones who break generational curses always feel behind for the longest. So you may have spent a lot of your life literally feeling as though, and a card just flew out here, feeling as though you were somehow behind the curve, but it's because you incarnated into this world, onto this planet, being one who has had the courage, but also the purpose of feeling everything that others repressed, whether it was within your family system, within a community, within a society. And so I feel that you had to feel and heal with, again, the Six of Swords coming out here, everything that everyone around you and people generally in society were repressing. And it's almost as though you, for a while, embodied a lot of the unconscious shadow of a certain system, group, or of the collective generally. And that's why you were projected onto, because you were the embodiment of everything they were afraid to look at within themselves. I'm hearing the word rebellious or rebel. So you may have kind of like a rebel spirit, or that may have shown up through like your teen years or young adulthood or something like that. But I'm hearing that you were rejected because you were the embodiment of everything, all of the shadow that they were trying to repress. But through embodying it and feeling it and learning even to embrace it and integrate it, you've actually healed it within yourself and broken, in essence, like curses for the collective. And what I mean by that is, on the flip side of the equation, yes, we could call it breaking curses in a sense, which are just limiting belief systems, mind programs. But the light side of that, the reverse way of saying that would be to say that you have cracked the code and you are now emanating what we could think of as light codes that are allowing others to more easily access those higher levels of consciousness and those new patterns of thinking. And I'm getting this as actually your dominant work, and everything else that is a manifested form of your work seems to be secondary or even like a byproduct of that. And for some reason, someone's guides seem to really want to emphasize that whatever you do for your work, whether you are a creator, an artist, a business owner, whether you're in a more traditional career, or whether you are a homemaker, whatever you are doing in this world, it seems as though it is a byproduct of the work that you are doing energetically. So there's something coming up here about continuing to really prioritize the energy work aspect, because that is actually where you are, in essence, cracking the codes and like unlocking the frequencies and then emanating those powerful light codes. And then everything else is flowing and showing up physically as a byproduct and a result of all of that work that you are doing energetically. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles in the upright position, I see that you may be rapidly learning or growing in a new direction. For some of you, this may involve taking courses, some kind of like classes or schooling, but I'm getting that for many of you, this is like self-education or really beginning. I'm hearing for some of you, you may not even be consciously educating yourself, but you are like rapidly developing skills in a certain direction. These could be you rapidly developing certain talents or abilities just in your own time. I'm definitely picking up, this is such a specific message, but I'm picking up on someone who is like an artist or a creative type, a writer, a musician. And I'm hearing non-classically trained. I feel like this is someone who, maybe even a business owner, but I feel that you are doing something that many people try to do or like to do. But the thing about it is you are completely self-taught. You don't have any classical background or training in this particular area, but I'm hearing that's exactly why the things that you are creating or doing here are so powerful, because you are completely bringing your own authentic frequency to the table here. You are doing it in a way that it's never been done before. And I'm getting as well that whatever it is that you are doing, you may be non-classically trained or taught in how to do it, but you are rapidly growing and developing skills that are astonishing other people or will astonish other people, because it seems to far surpass even those who have been classically trained in that area. And I'm hearing it's because they are not bringing the same kind of frequency and energy that you are bringing to the table in that area. And there's a message coming through about being very confident in what you have to offer here and what you are creating and doing here, because you are doing it in your own authentic, unique way, not in spite of the fact that you are doing it in your own unique way. Because the uniqueness of how you are going about doing this, whatever this is for you, whoever this specific message is for, is actually where your power lies here. So can I get any other information? I'm getting some fire sign energy for someone, but I'm also just feeling this beautiful, fiery, passionate kind of energy around you. With the Strength card, I'm hearing taking confidence from your authenticity. Yeah, I feel that you have this profound sense of confidence within yourself, but it actually comes from your uniqueness, from your authentic nature, from a very authentic, natural place. It's not something that you're putting on. It's something that's flowing very naturally and emanating from you naturally. And I actually also see this being another thing that has massively shifted for you within the last 48 hours is simply your sense of confidence within yourself. I'm getting that your confidence in yourself has gone from, in the past, being something that you may have had to sort of put on or project, and it's gotten to a point where you are now naturally emanating this confident frequency and energy that others seem to be noticing as well, because I'm hearing something about people staring at you or looking at you because they see some kind of light or confidence about you. And I'm hearing like they've never seen before. I'm hearing revelation. It's like you're having a revelation. You're being revealed to the world in a stronger way after a period of time where you may have felt heavily cloaked. And I've talked about cloaking before, but essentially this is where you may go through periods of time where, while you are very magnetic and while you carry a very powerful radiant frequency, you may actually feel very invisible to certain people, groups, or environments. And the reason that this occurs is because you are being protected. You're kind of being kept in a cocoon that I'm calling a cloak here, so that your energy can increase in magnetism and so that you can fully get clear. I'm hearing pure, like there's a pure energy and frequency that you can immerse yourself in, that you can it's almost like you can become fully clear on who you are through that cocoon. But now I'm hearing you are at the point where you're going through a revelation, where you're being revealed to the world in a more conscious way. It's like that cloak is being thrown off and people are seeing you differently or noticing you differently, even strangers. And so I'm also getting with that word revelation that you may have had some kind of powerful revelation lately. And I'm hearing that this is some kind of shift in your perception. It may have seemed simple. For some of you, this revelation may still be coming, but I'm getting that something about it seems very simplistic, and yet it's so powerful because I'm hearing it changes everything. It's almost like a shift in the way that you look at something. I'm seeing someone turning a dial or like a knob, but it's like focusing their vision in a different way. It's a shift in the way that you're perceiving or focusing on something that is completely altering your reality. And it may seem like a small mindset shift or a small different way of looking at something, but it's completely changing everything for you. So those are the main things that I see have massively shifted for you just in the last 48 hours since this full moon. I really hope that this was helpful for you. If anything resonated, leave me a comment and let me know. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss it when I post a new video. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself for inspiring text posts and daily energy updates. And you can also now listen to my channeled music. I am a singer-songwriter and I've released 5 channeled songs on Spotify. Spotify is the best place to follow my music so that you know and are the first to hear whenever I drop new songs. And so the link to follow my Spotify or my Instagram, or I now have TikTok as well, is all below. All of those links are below. And of course, if you want to use the past, present, future self merge subliminal I mentioned earlier, that is so powerful for helping you lock in all of these shifts and align with your highest timeline, you can get my Subliminals app and try it out completely free by clicking the link in the pinned comment or description box below. Otherwise, I'm sending you all huge amounts of love. Have an amazing day, and I will see you here again in tomorrow's video.